Namaste. Om. Welcome to Hereness in beautiful Scotland today, in this Sunday Easter. Very special Christ day for Christianity and religion. And very welcoming sun and weather and beautiful families together. Just experiencing as one. So what to say? As a human race, we need to relinquish our mind, not forever, and stop believing in things that we don't have any proof of. Because a non-belief, if it's a negative non-belief, can cause serious stress, serious mind issues, serious, genuine deprivation of the body. Conspiracy theories. Please. Demonic powers, aliens. We're not here to frighten each other. We're not here to antagonize each other. We're here to be here as your single self, to explore a world, a whole earth, a whole universe. I'm speaking human state. To simply be free and be in awe of the wondrous things that surround us every day. The present moment is now. A conspiracy theory is a belief. Demonic powers is a belief. Anything that has been any human that is convinced that they've experienced demonic powers is in the mind, or through the senses or the emotions. It's a mind game. Everything is mind. We think we're a superpower. We sit on boxes, on chairs, in front of thousands of people on TV screens and audiences, and we say, you know what, don't worry, everything is fine. Everything is under control, like you're a superpower. Everything is not under control. Everything is uncontrollable. The minute you relinquish control, everything is experienced as perfect. There's nothing to worry about. There's no environmental disaster. There are no theories of Illuminati and stuff. Everything has been created by some being. Even a saint can say, I saw Christ. I am enlightened. Even this one could be guilty of creating a division between others by saying, this experience happened. It was awesome. And everyone else says, wow, I want that. So it appears to have something that you are special, that you have been given. No. Enlightenment can be a slap on the cheek and say, you're on the wrong path. You're looking for something that you'll never find. You are that thing that you're looking for, not your body and your mind. The thing that looks, the thing that seeks is mind. The thing that mind is seeking for, on behalf of, reflecting as, is truth. So if you see mind conveying something, showing something, saying, look over here, experience something. It's saying it to you, not the judgmental one, the one that wants to experience anything, the one that is in awe of what is taking place. Truth is in awe of what this is. That's truth. If you're living truth, you are in awe with what this is, and you'll never relate to the mind again. The mind is simply a force, an energy that at one point did its job. It did its job. It didn't have to give people names. It didn't have to give stories of extraordinary experiences, of bewildering wars and peace treaties and everything that takes place. It didn't have to explain that. Because you in your individual whole self, you see, you're not interested in anything about conspiracies. You're not interested in demonic powers. If an alien comes in front of you tomorrow and stands and you prod it and you go, oh my God, it's as real as me. Can it be an alien? And if it is, then you can start worrying. Then you can start saying, well, it's true. Does the planet Saturn exist? No one's seen it. We just have to assume the scientists are telling the truth. Did someone land in the moon? We have to assume the television was telling the truth. It's Easter. It's a day of Christ. It's a day of Christianity. It's a day of, in our country, in Scotland, the sun shining in blue sky. It's a day of heat. It's a day of the waters being tranquil, the sun reflecting, the hills beautifully blossoming in spring. The bees are out, the honey bees. What else do you need? You need to turn on the world to find out what the next conspiracy theory is. Mind is the conspirer. Mind is conspiring it to itself. Anyone that sees conspiracies is mind. Anyone that thinks they are the conspirer is mind. Anyone that values and judges the conspiracies of the theories of the one that apparently is the conspirer is the mind. The mind is the judge, the analyst, the valuer. The minute something breaks away, an enlightened sage, the Bible is a conspiracy theory then, because it was written by saints that had experienced something phenomenal, something Christian. Buddha is a conspirer, because Buddha says, this happened. Rumi, conspirer, I was taken to the beginning. Conspiracies are the things that break away from that one moment, that present moment. To say, you can have it if you want it. That's a conspiracy. Anything that says something over there is taking place or something here is taking place and you don't understand it, and you'll never understand it, they're conspiring against you. They're saying you're ignorant, you're foolish. And if they say you can understand it if you want to, the one that they're speaking to says, well, I don't think so. I'm just like John Smith, I'll never hear the voice of God. And all these people that apparently are becoming enlightened, there'll be some sort of occult. There'll be some sort of group. They could be even alien form. They could be demons. Paranoia. The extremities of conspiracies. And we've all experienced them. Regardless of enlightenment, awakening, saintliness or whatever. A paranoia of, something's going on that I don't like. I doesn't like it because mind is Let me explain something very clearly to you, what is taking place. Truth is, whatever happens, happens. That's truth. There's no one that can change truth, put truth off the wrong path, give it a name, give it an identity, give it some sort of value. You're truth, but you have no idea. And the minute you look, truth becomes conspiring against you. It's not. Why not me? Every time I look for truth, it's like it doesn't like me. Truth is, whatever takes place, takes place. There is no controller. There is no special race, special breed, special part of nature. There simply is truth. Consciousness evolving on its own, with love, with no effort, with no preferred route, with no direction, with no name, with no word. Consciousness doesn't like being called consciousness. Mind reflects consciousness, reflects this truth. Mind says, let's go, let's be free, let's be free. Mind is actually a great reflection of truth until it gives birth to I. I can't be free. I am being left out. I want what they got. I and them. Me and you. Him and her. All versions of singularity, identities and names that are born from this egoistic I. When mind in its pure I state, which is I exist, is left, there is no I exist, but I'm not happy existing as this. I want to exist as that. Ego I, the story comes in. The I identity has gone off the path, and enlightenment, Holy Spirit, consciousness, taps you on the shoulder, takes a gun at your head, shoots your head off, and says, get back on the path. Something walks back on the path with no head. This one has no control, no brain functional thing saying, that was close. Now, where was I? Where was I? What was I trying to get before this gun got in the way? What returns is the headless man, the headless human, living from the heart. And you know what the heart is like. The heart doesn't want to say, where was I? The heart says, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am happy. Now, what can I give? What can I do to help this world? What can I see? There's part ego still there because there is a need and desire to help the world. But it's not the same I. It's a totally different I. I, the speaker, don't know if these words are valid. It's not about becoming enlightened. It's not about changing your whole mindset. It's about accepting and trusting that whenever someone says there's a conspiracy, yes, if it happens, we'll deal with it when it happens. I have no superpowers. I cannot see in the future, you see. Conspiracies mean something that has not happened, or if it is happening, I can't see it, you see. So it cannot be in the present moment. It cannot be real until it happens. So it has to be some sort of outer belief, external thing that if I had proof, then it would be real. We're conspiring against our own families, if that's the truth. We're conspiring against our own employees, employers. Mind is always conspiring. It now believes that conspiring is okay. What is conspiring is judgmental. The Illuminati is 100% real, I know it. And you know what they're going to do? And what they're doing? And what they've been doing? You're constantly judging. You're constantly judging the path of Illuminati. Their capabilities, what they're doing now, what they did before. You're like the judge sitting in the courtroom and saying, yes, guilty, guilty, guilty. Yeah, they're all guilty. I'm sorry if these words don't go in a direction. There's no direction to go in. The conspiracies of demons and Illuminatis and stuff like that, if they exist, it's a mind-based idea that they exist. It's another conceptual way of having entertainment in your life. And it's good. If it's entertainment and you know really deep down inside that, you know what, I agree with this one, but I like it. That's fine. It's Easter. And in the words of Christ, why can't we just simply for one day love each other and forgive each other? Forgiveness means to become non-judgmental. You don't select any particular one to forgive by saying, I'll forgive that one and not that one. Isn't this judgment? Yeah. Isn't this valuing, analyzing, and having through some sort of informative internal mind making the decision for you? To forgive means to forgive everyone, including yourself, for having these stupid thoughts. Because you didn't have the thoughts. I'm trying to speak to mind, and mind doesn't like being spoken to like this. Who is this one? I know what he says is true, but how dare this one? Isn't this judgment? Isn't this one judging? And then we have levels of judgment. This mind may come in and say, yeah, but the levels of judgment of conspiring, whether people are bombing countries and to having an opinion. But it's not even that, you see. It's not even an opinion. I don't really mind if you judge, if you follow these world conspiracies. If you're having fun with it, if it's just something that is rolling away and through consciousness is just another conceptual idea, another thought, another, you know what? Let's get stuck into these Illuminati today, but tomorrow, who cares? The attitude is nothing matters. I don't mind. I does not mind whether you follow I or whether you don't follow I, whether you believe your I or whether you don't believe your I. Because the one in the middle that's making all these witnessing decisions is not I or neither I. This one is simply freedom, truth. I want everything to come and go. What mind wants is trying to get human forms and its own self to do. But if it doesn't come and go, it doesn't matter. It's not important. If mind says, I'm going to bring you food tomorrow, I go, very good, thank you. Food does not come. No problem. Not a problem. No problem. Body may be saying, starving. But truth is saying, don't worry about it. Food will come. Christ says it will come. Christ showed you how it would come. Fish, bread, 5,000 people. Surrender to God, surrender to Christ, surrender to Holy Spirit. And whatever you've been screaming for, Mr. Mine, since the day you were born, which has always been here, will continue to come. Breath, food, sleep, and happiness. And pure, pure love. And that's my Easter message to you. Much love. Much forgiveness. And no suffering today, as Christ suffered for you. So Christ did not suffer for I. Christ suffered for all. You see? Namaste.